Mabel is number 2, yep. Puck comes out to the middle, picked up by Ewald, skates it out of the zone. Into the zone, looking for a shot. Shot on goal, saved by the MPH goalie. Wagner on the draw for a one-way. Wins the face-off. Puck stuck under her feet. Kicks it out to defense. Picked up by Puckett. Dumped in. MPH grabs it along the boards. Exits the zone. Loses it there to Wagner. Wagner pushes the puck forward. Just out of the reach of Akerson. Wagner dumps it in. Delayed offsides. Puck brought back in behind the one-way net. Skated out by Ewald. Into the zone. Looks for a shot. Blocked in front of the net by MPH. Puck comes out to the point. Garner throws it back in deep. One-way goes for a change. Leaves MPH with the puck in their zone. Puck moved out. Shot just wide by Kendall. Jansen with the puck in the corner. Moves it out to Minter. Minter. Shot just wide of the net. Tipped a couple times by MPH. Picked up and moved out to the point to Garner. Garner, nice little shot off the post and wide. Jorgensen fights for the puck along the boards. Puck's moved out, kept in by Garner. Garner pushes it in back low. Goes for a change. Jansen finds it behind the back of the net. Into the corner. Jorgensen steals it there. MPH moves the puck along the backside of the boards. And out of their zone, moving through the neutral zone. Wagner challenges us, takes the puck away. Jorgensen dumps it deep. Akerson picks it up, moves through the neutral zone into the MPH zone. Shot wide of the net. Wagner finds it along the boards, ties it up, pushes it down into the corner. Wagner comes away with it, tries for a centering attempt. Puck pops out into the crease and covered by MPH. Face off one back by Jansen. To the point, over to Ewald. Ewald throws a shot from the point off the post. Puck moved back out to the point to Ewald. Pass across for a D partner. Puckett throws it in. MPH moves the puck along the boards. Kept in there by Ewald. Puck moved down, back into the one-way zone. Start the game. Jansen with speed. Passes up to Dolly. Dolly enters the left side of the zone. Brings the puck down to the corner. Waits for help. Puck out to the point. Kept in by Garner. Back past Dolly. Dolly moves it back to Garner. Garner shot wide of the net. Picked up and dumped in by Ewald. One way out for a change. MPH comes out with the puck. Moves across. Wagner steals it in the neutral zone. Wagner loses the puck there, but it's picked up by Akerson. Akerson drops for Wagner. Wagner takes a shot right into the goalie. Another shot, rebound, puck's loose, and a score by Akerson. Akerson with the first goal of the tournament. Assist to Wagner. Jansen on the draw. Puck stays underneath her. MPH picks it up and brings it into the one-way zone. Shot on. Tucker stops and covers. Face-off coming to the left of Tucker. One back by one way. Puckett with it, moves it forward. Off of Shansen's stick. She gets it out of the zone. Shansen takes it through center ice, across the center line. Into the zone. Moves it to her forehand. Loses the puck to the boards. Puck out to the point to Ewald. Ewald keeps it in. Steps around one. Steps around two. Tries to get it in a centering attempt. Just past Georgie. Now Shansen takes it away along the boards. Puck out front. Dolly turns. Tries to shoot. Shot blocked. MPH leaves the zone with the puck. Pass across. Entering on the left side of the zone. Shot. Caught by Tucker, and she'll hold on to it. Face-off taken to the right of Tucker. One back by one way. Ewald bounces off the boards. Gets it forward. Wagner into the zone. Sorry, guys. I forgot to move the camera. Back out to the point to Ewald. Across to Puckett. Puckett moves it in low. Akerson and Wagner pester in the corner. Puck moved out by MPH. Breaking out of the right side of the zone. Pass across, intercepted by Ewald just missed it. Ewald tries to use the boards to get that puck out. Comes out to the point. Shot from the point. Turned away by Tucker. Puckett along the left side of the puck with speed. Akerson centering attempt, but nobody there. Shansen with it. Tries to pull the puck forward. Now it comes out to Garner at the point. He dumps it in deep to the corner. Jorgensen with it alongside of the net. Loses it. Picked up by Shansen. Shot on goal and saved by MPH. Shansen on the draw. For one way. Wins it back. Right past Garner. Garner will have to hustle to get to that puck. She's got some wheels on her around behind the back of the net. Moves it up to Jorgensen. Centering attempt by Jorgensen, tipped and right into the goalie. Wagner on the draw for one way. Pulls it back right between her deep pairing. Puck it over to Ewald. Ewald moves it forward just out of the reach of Dolly. MPH gets it. Long pass up through the neutral zone, picked off by Puckett. She'll dump it in deep. MPH passes it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Wagner. Skates around behind the back of the net. Uses the boards right out to the point. Tucker plays that puck back behind the net. Now it comes out to Dolly. Dolly to Ewald. Ewald up to Itzen. And we get an offsides call. Pops loose. Minter with it. Shot on goal, turned away by MPH's goalie. Jansen lifts the stick and gets the puck in the corner. Centering attempt out to Jorgensen, off of her sticking into the corner. Akerson with it along the boards, being pestered. MPH skates it out, picked off by Jorgensen. Move back. Pass up through Jansen, to her feet. Waved off the offsides and the icing there. Puck comes out to the point, just past Minter's stick. Picked up by Garner and circles through the neutral zone. Moves the boards, bank it off. Bouncing slippery ace out there. One of those ice monsters grab Layla like we've come accustomed to seeing. Akerson with the puck behind the net. Centering attempt, right past Wagner's stick. Minter puts it in. Wagner finds it, pulls it back to the corner. Centering attempt, right past Akerson. Good stick lift by MPH's defenseman. Wagner tips that puck forward into the MPH zone. Puckett skates forward with the puck into the zone. Drop pass. Shot wide of the net. MPH comes out of the zone with the puck. Jansen takes it away from her. Turns back into the zone, heads in. Centering attempt. Right into the feet and bounced away. Jansen gets it. Shot. Put just wide by Elizabeth. Puck out to the point. And pass across the point. Comes out of the zone. Ewald retreats with it. Across to Puckett. Puckett moves the puck forward to Dolly. Got a delayed offsides here. Puck finally comes out of the zone. These girls aren't used to playing with that delayed offsides. Ewald walks in with the puck. Keeps it. Out to Dolly at the point. Dolly walks in with it. Shot tipped up right into the MPH goalie. She drops it, and it's put back underneath her. Wagner will take the draw for one way. Wins the draw back. MPH's player is able to lift it up off the stick, though. MPH comes to the neutral zone, cross center ice, dumps the puck in. Picked up there by Minter, moves it forward. MPH brings it into the zone, challenged by Wagner. Garner with it along the boards, back into the corner. Garner turns, pass up to Akerson, brings it back to Garner. Garner turns, moves it up the left side of the boards. Skating with it. Moves it forward to Jorgensen. I apologize if I keep forgetting to move the camera. Akerson, fans on a shot. Puck along the boards in the corner. MPH comes out with it. Held in by Minter. Wagner with it along the boards. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Puckett picks it up at center ice. Drops it there for Akerson. Akerson has it stolen. Dumped in by MPH. Minter retreats with it. Moves it forward to Jorgensen. Jorgensen into the zone. Looks for a shot. Ooh, off the post. Jansen pushes the draw forward. Picked up by MPH and moved out to the neutral zone. Ewald grabs it. Ewald forward. MPH grabs it in their zone. Puck comes out along the boards. Puckett finds it, moves it forward. Pass Centering attempt. Puck comes out. Picked up by Puckett at center ice. One way with it. Moving into the left side of the zone. Walks around one. Stumbles. Keeps her stick on the puck though. MPH moves the puck out along the right side. Good back checking from one way. Catching up to that 2-on-1. Shot off the pipe for MPH. Centering attempt. Tucker on the ground. MPH's centering attempt picked off by Garner. Garner moves the puck, skates it up the right side. MPH defender falls down. Garner into the zone, hits the brakes, stops, pulls it back, shot high and wide of the net. Wagner skates around with it, around another one, across the middle, into the left side, skating circles again, Anna. Moves the puck out to Ewald. Ewald keeps the puck in. Just still touching the line, kept that one in. Puck passed across over Itzen stick. Out to the point. Puckett throws it in. Shot turned away by the goalie. Itzen with it in the corner. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Puck dumped down by MPH. That'll be an icing. Shanson on the draw for one way. Pulls it back. Akerson tries to get a shot off, but her stick gets hit. Shanson with it in the corner. Moves it up to Jorgensen. Shot turned away by the goalie. Akerson with it in the corner. Steps around one. Puck gets taken away by the next. Moved along the boards. Kept in by Garner. Odd man advantage there for MPH. Slows down at the line for an outlet pass up to Jorgensen. Up to the point, kept in by MPH. Skates in, her pocket is picked by Shanson, and that'll do it for the first period. One way is currently leading 1-0 on the scoreboard. Face off one by one way. Puck move forward into the MPH zone. Along the back wall. Pestered by Dolly. Dolly takes it away. Moves it out. Minter with it. Centering attempt. Puck comes out. Taken away by Minter. Puckett with it. Skates it up the left side. Cross center ice into the MPH zone. Shot on goal. Turned away. Centering attempt. Left right there. Shot on goal and saved by MPH's goalie. Face off one by one way. Shanson puts it back by the boards. Takes it. Moves it around. Centering attempt. Right in front. Pops out to an MPH player. Kept in there. Now pops out. MPH comes across into the one-way zone. Shot wide of the net. Return to Elizabeth. Puck down in the corner. She'll fall down on some chunks of ice. Moves out to Garner. Garner puts back deep into the corner. Puck pushed back down. Now Wagner with it. Wagner moves the puck out. Centering attempt. Bounces off. Moves it in. Akerson. Now Itzen throws it in. MPH takes the puck. Moves across center ice. Back to Garner. Moves it for Wagner. Back to Jorgensen. Shot on goal. Almost collected by MPH's goalie, but she drops it. Akerson, centering attempt. Right into the goalie. Puck's still loose. Centering attempt. Only MPH players there. Jorgensen sneaks in, steals that one. Wagner clashes sticks, can't take the puck. MPH moves the puck out towards the blue line. It's turned back in by Akerson. Wagner putting pressure on. Jorgensen with the puck in front of the net, loses it to Wagner. Garner throws it in. Now Jorgensen behind the net, centering attempt. MPH picks it off. MPH tries to exit the zone. Wagner picks it off. Puck stolen from her. Now moved out to the right side by MPH into the neutral zone. Into the one-way zone. Loses the puck there. Now Itzen with it. Off of the skate to the MPH player and pushed back into the one-way zone. The late offside's called on MPH. Face off one back. MPH comes into the zone. Centering attempt picked off there by Ewald. Centering attempt to Dolly. Back to the point. Across to Puckett. Puckett back across the point. Shot on net. Turned away by MPH's goalie. Shanson on the draw for one way. Puck sits underneath her. Goes back to her. Now back to the point. Shot off the post. MPH with speed around the corner. Puckett pushes the puck back in. Now MPH loses it, but Puckett's there to help her. She gets dumped. Shanson with it. Puck moved forward by one way. Shanson in the corner. Battling for it. Takes it away. Centering attempt. All alone. Shot and scored! Wagner on the draw for one way. Puckett takes it back, moves to Ewald. Ewald moves it up to center ice. Jorgensen into the zone with it. Shot wide of the net. Puck moved out by MPH. Pestered by Jorgensen. Kept in deep. Jorgensen again gets a stick on it. Keeps it in. Now MPH brings it out to the neutral zone. Shot saved by Tucker. Face-off will come to the right of Tucker. Face-off one by one way into the corner. Garner pushes it forward. Dumped back in by MPH. Gets in with it. Moves it out to the point. Picked up by MPH there. Tucker will grab a bouncing puck and hold on to it. Face-off one by one way. Gets in with it behind the net. Into the corner. Skates forward with it. Loses it there. Centering attempt all the way through past Garner. Puck out to the point for MPH. MPH centering attempt. Tipped. Couple of bobbles there in front of the net and pushed wide. Hits in with it. Moves it forward. Minter up the left side. In on the left side. Down to the corner. Looking for a wrap. MPH bounces it off the boards. Their defense. Puck comes out. Gibson tries to play it. Sneaks past her. Now she finds it and throws it in deep. Minter gives chase. Jansen with it. Skates through the middle. Can't sneak past her. Jansen finds it. Centering. Pass across. Shot. Turned away by MPH's goalie. Fierce battle for the puck. Pops out. One way moves it out to the point. Garner. Shot low right into the pads of the MPH goalie. Rebound is thrown out by MPH. Garner picks it up at center ice, and she'll throw it in deep. Picked up by MPH in the corner. Breaking it out along the right side. Puck kept in by Puckett. Puckett skates in with it, looking for a centering pass. Pass across, bounces up into some skates. Now the puck's back into the corner. Jansen throws a body. Akerson gets a stick on it, keeps it in for Jansen. Behind the back pass to Akerson, across the middle. Jorgensen can't get a stick on. Puckett keeps the puck in. Wagner tying up two of the MPH players. Jorgensen pulls it out. Gets to the point for Puckett. Puckett throws it across. Garner throws it in deep. To Akerson. Akerson across to Wagner. Wagner shot, tipped right into the MPH goalie. Goaltending. Face off pulled to the side. Minter grabs it along the boards. Shot in by Puckett and tipped out. Kept in now. Puck's in the corner. Moved around behind back of the net by MPH. Up along the boards. Thrown back in. Tipped by an MPH player right into the goalie. Minter finds it along the boards. Holds it there. Holds the zone. MPH grabs the puck in the corner. Pestered by Dolly. Dolly takes it away. Back behind the net. Puck kept in by Ewald. Dumped back in deep. Puck moves out. MPH out across center ice. Puck tipped. Puckett plays it there. Puck moved out. Dolly all alone. Hits the brakes. Looks for a centering pass. Gets it across. Jansen overskates it. Then falls back and finds it. Sides. One way going for the change and didn't get off the ice quite quick enough. Jansen on the draw. Kicks it forward. Picked up there. Elizabeth looks for a centering attempt. Pass right across the middle. Good defense by MPH. Puck picked up by one way, moved out to the point. Itzen pushes it back in. Now MPH picks it up. Skates across center ice. There. Puck kept out. Itzen moves it out to the point. Jansen gets it out. Jansen all alone. Good defense by MPH to spot that puck away. Garner with it. Shot a little bit wider than it. MPH exits the zone with it across center ice. Puck behind the net. Akerson with it along the boards. Sits and waits. Wagner picks it up. Wagner drop pass to Akerson. She turns. Pass across to Jorgensen. Can't handle. Puck comes out along the boards. Itzen keeps it in. Jorgensen steals it. Takes it. Pass across to Akerson. Shot off the goalie and up over the net. Jorgensen circles back, finds that puck along the boards, holds it there, pulls it out. Pass out front to Akerson, shot wide of the net. MPH picks it up along the right side of the boards. Moves the puck out. Challenged by Jorgensen. Puck deep. One way will go for a change, leaving MPH to set up a breakout. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Puck will just tip it back in. Dump an attempt. Gets blocked and comes back out to the neutral zone. Puckett moves it forward. Minter with it. Walks in. Round one. Centering attempt. Turned away by MPH's defender. Garner keeps it in deep. Minter puts a shoulder down. Tries to separate her from the puck. Garner keeps it in. Throws it in front of the net. Minter picks it up. Puck's picked off. Hold down. MPH walks in with it. Shot blocked in front of the net by Garner. Dolly with it. Moves it up past Minter. Puck moved back into the one-way zone. Be picked up by Puckett. Puckett moves along the boards out to the point. Gets put. Garner in the corner with it. Centering attempt, just wide. Jansen gives chase. Puck comes out. Bucket back behind her net. Jansen with it up the left side. Passes it forward. 30 seconds left in this period. Centering attempt. Shot. Tipped. And covered by MPH. 21 seconds left in the period. Face-off drop. Out to Ewald. Shot. Turned away by MPH's goalie. Akerson with it along the boards. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner centering attempt. Jorgensen shoots and scores! One-way takes a 3-0 lead with 5.7 seconds remaining in the second period. Wagner on the draw, pulls it back. Past Akerson, but then picks it back up. And that'll do it for the second. And we'll be back to start the third period. It's one-way with a 3-0 lead. One-way moving from left to right in the black jerseys against MPH in the white jerseys. Face-off won by MPH. And one-way picks it off. Minter into the zone with it. Holds up there, brings it into the corner. Centering attempt. Itzen out of the point with it. Tries to keep it in. Puck moved in by Itzen. Down, MPH picks it up in the corner. Skates around the right side. Kept in there. Pass out front. Backhand attempt by Minter. Doesn't make it through those bodies. Puck moved out. Skated to the front of the net. Knocked down. MPH up through the neutral zone. Pass forward to the left side. Into the zone. Shot on. Turned away by Peterson. Minter skates it up. Nope, not Minter. I'll figure these names out by the end of the weekend, I think. Good pressure there by one-way. Jansen with it. One-on-one. Comes into the zone with speed. Loses it. Skates around behind the back of the net with it. Moves it out to the point to Itzen. Itzen bobbles, keeps it in. Now it gets out. Itzen retreats with into the zone. Pestered by 1, 2, 3, and gets it past him. Moves that puck forward. Now MPH with it. Retreats behind their net. Pass up to the left side of the boards. And back to the defender. Jansen with some physicality. Steps in. Tries to keep that one away. Can't quite keep it away. Puck thrown in wide of the net. Puckett retreats and grabs it. Up to Shanson. Off of her stick. MPH up the middle of the ice. Steps around 1, 2, and then loses the puck. Shanson over to the boards. Akerson's got it in her feet. Gets it out of the zone. Jorgensen scoots it out into the MPH zone. Steps past 1. Pulls to a backhand shot. Turned away by MPH's goalie. MPH with the puck in the corner. Pestered by a couple of one-way players. Jorgensen steps out with it. Around the net. Pass out to the point to Ewald. Ewald shot low right onto the goalie. Turned away. Akerson whiffs on a pass. Falls down. Pass across. Ewald can't quite keep it in. Just pops over the line. Face off one by one way. Back to Ewald across the pucket. Moves it back to Ewald. Taken away from her. MPH shot high over the net. Puckett with it across center ice. Out of the reach. MPH takes it away along the backs of the boards. Minter gives pressure. Right side of the boards by MPH. Puck pushed back into the MPH zone. Out across center ice. Ewald dumps it forward. Picked up there by Minter. Minter centering pass. Backhand shot blocked. Pulled back. Another backhand shot blocked. Puck comes in. Shot. Saved by Peterson. Face off coming to the right of Peterson. One by one way. Up the left side. Skates past 1. We got 2 on 0. Shot. Wide of the net. Moved out to the point. Itzen keeps it in. Dumps it deep. Picked up by Elizabeth. Centering attempt. Good defense by MPH. Tying up our player in front of the net. Skates around behind the net. Centering attempt. Pass back. Just out of Shanson's reach. Centering attempt. Bobbles through some sticks. It's put behind the net by MPH. Now they'll skate out with it. Shanson keeps it in. MPH with the puck in the neutral zone. Shanson steals it. Gets it out of the zone, out of danger. Garner with it. Shot right into the MPH goalie. Shot hits some defenders in front. Shot tipped up and put in by Jorgensen. Puck for the goalie. I'll put the score at 4-0 in favor of one way. Wagner on the draw for one way. Wins it over to Akerson. Akerson pushes it into the zone, taken by MPH. Almost gets it out, but Jorgensen gets a stick on it. Brings it in. Backhand attempt right off the goalie. Another shot. And it with her at least second of the period. I think that's her third of the game. Wagner on the draw. One back by MPH. Picked up by their defender in their zone. She'll move it up along the boards. Ewald finds it. Taken away from her. Now Garner gets it deep into the zone. Akerson gives chase. Puck brought out by MPH. Dumped into the neutral zone. Garner will retreat to grab it. Up to Wagner. Wagner can't get a stick on it. Off the referee. Puck moved out. Garner keeps it in. Gets it to Akerson. Akerson does some fancy stick work with it and throws it up into a body. MPH skates out with it. Tries to get it in the zone. One-way retreats with it. Regroups. Up the right. MPH with the puck at center ice. Dumps it in. Picked up by Ewald. So skate it forward. Kept in and dumped deep by MPH. Garner retreats to grab it. Now Ewald with it. Cross center ice into the right side of the MPH zone. Jansen with it. Steals it. Gets a pass out to Minter. Dusts it. Shoots wide of the net. Pass across through Dolly's feet. Thrown out of the zone. Picked up at center ice by Puckett. Cross to Ewald. MPH with the puck. Skates across center ice. Shot turned away by Peterson. Jansen whiffs on a pass. Picked up by MPH, but she's able to tip it out of the zone. Brought in by MPH. Puck turned away by Peterson. Back to the back of the boards. Now picked up by Puckett. Puckett skates at the puck. Out across center ice into the right side. MPH with the puck. Dumps the puck from just behind center ice. The ref's going to give her a little leeway there. Itzen with it. Skates up the left side. Nice pick thrown by Wagner. Itzen steps around one and falls down. MPH brings the puck out. Wagner back with it, playing some defense. Moved up along the right side. Tipped in. Now MPH takes control. Behind the back. Pass out to the point to Itzen. Cross the point to Garner. Garner throws it in deep. Puck is moved out of the zone by MPH. Picked up by Jorgensen. And dumped back down by MPH. Wagner gets the puck out to Jorgensen. She's got two away by MPH's goalie. Puck moved out. MPH gathers it. Neutral zone. Brings it into the zone. Picked off there by Minter. Foot on that puck. Keeps it in. Minter pushing that puck across the line and offsides. Puck moved in by one way, picked up by MPH. Shanson gives pressure. MPH steps out with it. Yep. Defended by Puckett there. MPH in on the left side. Dumps it in deep to the corner. Ewald behind the net with it. She'll skate it out. Up the left side, across the blue line, across the red line. Into the MPH zone. Steps around one. Shot on goal. Turned away by the MPH goalie. Picked up. Centering attempt. Turned away by MPH defender. Shot off the side of the net. MPH moving the puck up across center ice. Brought in on the left side by Shanson. Steps around one. Backhand attempt. Saved by the goalie. Puck bounces out to safety. MPH up the right side. Defended well there by Puckett. Looks like we've got a delayed offsides call here coming against MPH. Wagner on the draw for one way. Pushes it back, past Garner. Gets it in their own zone, moves it forward. Past Itzen. Into the corner. Garner moves it up along the boards. Picked up by MPH though. Wagner intercepts the pass, comes out with it. MPH turns around, gets it back into the zone. Pestered by Garner. Now Itzen with it. Jorgensen takes the puck up the pass to Akerson, over to Jorgensen. Shot on, rebound, save. Beautiful save by MPH's goalie. Nets off. Wagner centering attempt, Jorgensen. Another save by MPH. Itzen with it out at center ice. Garner gets a stick on it, gets it in deep. Akerson finds it. Shot saved by MPH's goalie. Puck off the side of the net. And the net is still off, and the goalie puts shoulder into it. It's only been off for like 2.5 minutes. My daughter's the other goalie. I've told her, you just turn around and shove it. Like, make it obvious. Yep. Face off coming to the right to the MPH goalie. Won by MPH. Skated out. Picked off there. Dolly gets a stick on it. Keeps it in for one way. MPH takes it into the corner. Picked up along the boards by one way. Puck's in the corner. Dolly flips it up off the glass. Bounces awkwardly. Good pressure by Minter. MPH retreats behind the net. Back the other way. Moves it out. Chips it out past Puckett. Ewald will race back to get it. She'll be the first one there. So turn and burn. Turn and burn, girls. Puck comes out all alone in front. Saved by Peterson. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third period of this game. One way leading, 5-0. A little dangerous situation there. Keep the heartbeat up of the fans. Shanson on the draw for one way. She wins it back. Pass forward by Puckett. Ewald picks it up after it bounces off a MPH stick. Shanson with it into the zone up the left side. Pass picked off by MPH. Kept in by Ewald. Around behind the net. Looks for a wraparound. Well defended by MPH. Getting a little crazy in front of the net there. Jansen gets pulled down. She'll get back up. Puck along the boards. Ewald with it. She'll put it back into the corner. MPH brings the puck out over neutral zone. 2-1 buzzer. 5-0 is the final score here for one way. That's a 2-goalie shutout. Tucker with the first half, Peterson with the second half. Jorgensen, the story of the night. I believe she had 3 goals, maybe 4. I don't know. I don't have paper in front of me to keep track. All right, thanks for watching.